What if I told you that a single off-road event in a small Texas town has turned into something much bigger than just a weekend of mud and trucks, that it has become a lifestyle, a movement, and an entire culture that keeps growing every single year? This isn't just about off-roading anymore. It's about a way of life that thousands of people embrace, one that mixes adventure, adrenaline, and a little bit of good old-fashioned chaos. Today, we're diving deep into how Rednecks with Paychecks became a cultural phenomenon, why it has such a loyal following, how it represents a certain lifestyle, and the massive impact it has had on social media. To understand why this event is so special, we have to go back to where it all started. Rednecks with Paychecks was founded in 2010 in St. Joe, Texas, a small town that most people wouldn't think twice about. It began as a gathering for off-road enthusiasts, a place where people could come together and test their trucks, side-by-sides, and ATVs in some of the wildest conditions imaginable. But what started as just another off-road event quickly took on a life of its own. The event grew bigger and wilder every year, attracting thousands of people from all over the country. But the real reason Rednecks with Paychecks became a phenomenon isn't just because of the mud or the trucks, it's because of the culture it represents. This event isn't just about off-roading, it's about freedom, about living life without limits, about embracing the wild side. It represents a work hard, play harder mentality, where people who spend their days grinding away at jobs can escape for a weekend and go absolutely crazy. It's about having no rules, no restrictions, just horsepower, good friends, and pure adrenaline. And let's talk about the people. The attendees of Rednecks with Paychecks aren't just casual fans. They're dedicated. They come back year after year, spending thousands of dollars to be a part of this event. Some of them travel hundreds, even thousands of miles, bringing their custom-built trucks, their campers, and enough supplies to survive a weekend of absolute madness. And they don't just show up for the fun. They show up because this is their world. It's their chance to be part of something bigger than themselves, a community that shares the same passion, the same energy, and the same love for pushing the limits. Now let's talk about the viral explosion that put Rednecks with Paychecks on the map. Social media played a massive role in turning this event from a local gathering into an international sensation. In the early years, it was all about word of mouth. People who had been to the event would tell their friends, and the crowd got bigger every time. But once Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube got involved, everything changed. People started posting videos of the craziest moments, trucks launching 20 feet into the air, ATVs flipping into mud pits, and absolute chaos on the trails. These clips spread like wildfire, racking up millions of views. Suddenly, Rednecks with Paychecks wasn't just something you had to experience in person, it was something people all over the world wanted to watch. The event's official pages grew fast, with thousands of followers hungry for more content. And it wasn't just the official pages. Independent YouTubers, influencers, and even viral meme pages started picking up the footage, turning Rednecks with Paychecks into a full-blown internet sensation. And that's where the event really started shaping culture. When people saw the videos, they didn't just see trucks and mud. They saw a lifestyle. They saw a world where people weren't stuck in offices or glued to their phones. They were out in the wild, pushing machines to their limits, partying like there was no tomorrow, and embracing life to the fullest. The visuals of Rednecks with Paychecks, mud flying, trucks towering, music blasting, people laughing, became symbols of freedom and rebellion. At the same time, merchandise started booming. Suddenly, people weren't just attending the event. They were wearing the brand. Hats, shirts, stickers, flags, anything that said Rednecks with Paychecks became a badge of honor, a way for people to say, yeah, I live this life. And even for people who had never been to the event, repping the brand became a way to connect with the energy of the culture. Now, let's talk about the economic impact of this phenomenon. We're not just talking about an event that people show up to and leave. We're talking about millions of dollars pouring into local businesses, sponsors, and the off-road industry. The tourism boost for small-town Texas is insane. Every hotel within a 50-mile radius sells out, gas stations make record profits, and vendors make thousands selling food, drinks, and gear. And for the people who participate, they spend big money on their rigs, customizing, upgrading, and preparing their machines just for the chance to prove themselves in the mud. But at the core of it all, the real reason Rednecks with Paychecks became a cultural phenomenon is the feeling it gives people. In a world where so much of life is about rules, responsibilities, and restrictions, this event is about breaking free. It's about unleashing energy, embracing chaos, and finding a place where you can be whoever you want to be. Whether you're behind the wheel of a 1,000 horsepower truck, partying with friends under the Texas sky, or just watching from the sidelines, Rednecks with Paychecks makes you feel alive. And that's why people keep coming back. That's why it's not just an event, It's a movement. It's why every time one of those wild, mud-covered, high-horsepower trucks launches into the air, it's not just about the stunt, it's about the spirit behind it. So the next time you see a lifted truck rolling down the road, covered in mud, with Rednecks with Paychecks stickers all over it, just know, it's more than just a truck. It's part of a lifestyle that refuses to be tamed. And as long as people crave adventure, adrenaline, and a little bit of reckless fun, Rednecks with Paychecks will continue to grow, evolve, and inspire.